Hi, everybody. It's Jerry McCambridge here in Las Vegas, sitting in my office. In 2014, I published a book called Making the Mentalist, and we'll talk about it more in a little while. And the book did really great. I sell them at my show every night in my Vegas show. And a few years later, I decided to record an audiobook. It was really actually difficult for me because I have trouble reading and staying focused. So I had to record the book in segments. I'd read 2 or 3 sentences, and then I'd have to push pause on the tape, and then I'd read some more sentences. So a book that probably lasts maybe 10 or 12 hours, whatever it was, took me about a month to record, believe it or not. But a funny thing happened when I was recording the book, when I was recording the audio here in my office. Every time I'd be reading something, I would think to myself something else about the situation. So I'd read one sentence and it would trigger me to remember that situation and want to say something else. And I had to stay focused on the words in the book. And I was telling my friend about that. And I was like, when I watch movies, they have the director's cut. You can turn on the director's commentary, where you could hear the director while the movie is running. You could hear the director or the stars from the movie talking about it in the background, going, "Oh, I remember when I recorded that scene." And I thought that would be cool to do with an audiobook. And I mentioned it to a friend of mine, and he actually said, "Oh, it's been done before." And he told me 2 or 3 people that actually did it. And I thought that would be cool. So that's what this is going to be. This is going to be me reading my book from start to finish. We'll break it up into chapters so it's easy for you to listen to. And I'm going to be doing ongoing commentary as I'm reading the book, taking little breaks, recalling different things. Now, if you already own my book, Making the Mentalist, and there's 1 or 2 chapters that you want to get a real feel for, you could just look for that chapter and just play that one chapter and hear what I have to say about it, or hear me reading it to you. Or you can just use this as a replacement for the audiobook and listen to this video series here on YouTube as you're taking the train to work, or as you're driving home or driving somewhere. So this is going to be an audiobook, but extended, because I'm going to give you my feelings and my feedback on it. Now, it's an interesting thing. The book was published in 2014. I had the idea for it around 2002, but it took so much time to write the book, and I talk about that in the book itself. But the book is from me keeping journals. I've kept a journal since March 9th, 1981. A friend of mine, Tony Robbins, said in one of his lectures, "A life worth living is a life worth recording," or journaling. So I started. So the book is from the journals. The book is from my friend Steve, who, for those of you that know me, I call him my brother from another mother, who is like Rain Man. So he remembers everything. And that's where this book is from. That's the intention for me doing this little YouTube video series. As I'm reading, I'm going to intersplice in pictures. So since I have trouble reading as a kid, I've never read a book in my entire life, believe it or not. Never read a book, but I do love pictures. Anything that I learned, magic-wise, was always because there was a lot of pictures involved, and a lot of tricks that I would buy from the store. I would figure out my own ways of doing it based on the pictures, and that was actually not the real way. So because of the fact that I like to read with pictures, I'm going to stick pictures in the timeline. So if you're watching me read the book, you can see pictures about what I'm talking about, and there'll be extra pictures, more pictures than in the book itself, because in the book you're limited for space, And also, this is a shirt that I wear. Here's the reason you're going to know this. I wear this, when I find something that I like clothes-wise, I find a pair of jeans that I like, I buy 20 pairs of them. I found a nice comfortable shirt, I buy 30 of them. That's the way that I do. I don't like to think about wardrobe at all. So I'm always going to be in this shirt. This book may take me 2 months to record. You may see my hair length change. I don't know. But I'm always going to be in the shirt, and I'm always going to be in a baseball cap, because if I get the excitement to want to read a chapter, I want to not think about, am I showered? Is my hair done? Is my makeup done? You're seeing me sitting in my house, reading the book. I'm just going to throw on a baseball cap and go, oof, I want to do it. And there may be parts of the book that are difficult for me to read. So you may see the baseball cap change because I may have to push pause and take a little bit of a break and come back to it in a day or 2 or 3 days later. Oh, look at that, there we go. I just closed the window. I saw some spots on my face. So that's the deal. That's my dog. That's Leo. He's in the office, and that's Benji. So this is just going to be an ongoing video blog of me reading the book. I really hope you enjoyed it. It's Making the Mentalist. These videos will last long after I'm gone. So if you want to know my feelings, this is the place to find out. Welcome to Making the Mentalist.